Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Lawrence Guy in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Lee. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Give him 22 on that one. And it gives the Pats a 1st down. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Again, it's Lewis. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a toss play to Lewis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. It still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016-2017. They were plus 115 a season ago. Just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them win in Dallas's win column in this past season.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. For the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. You know, there's an interesting nugget that you unearthed as the Patriots come back out here on offense. The Pats, 22 starters in Super Bowl 51 against Atlanta. Only half of those guys started against the Jags in the AFC Championship game.
They remake their roster better than anyone in the league. Because you remember when they beat Seattle in the Super Bowl a few years ago? They come back 2 seasons later. Very few of those guys left on the roster. Come back and do it again. I think a big part of it is they know how to coach, they know how to teach, they know how to identify talent and bring in the right guys. And let's face it, it's the same head coach, the same owner, and maybe most importantly, same quarterback on all those teams.
Yeah, that helps. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing on first down is Brady. The swing pass caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Throwing now is Brady. And this will be caught. So the try for two, good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. In motion here is Witten. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
White 20! White 20! 55! White 20! White 20!
Play clock winding down. Brady going to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Brady to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 67 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Zeke with a shake. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Patriots. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They try again with Lewis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Lewis, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And Cooks has it over the middle. A good pickup there, a 22.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady now on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lewis will get the handoff. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Uses the stiff arm. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And, boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3rd and long for Prescott. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. First down, Prescott. Flushed out right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott off play action. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Go. Hey, 20.
They run. This is Lewis. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now they'll run with Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now Lewis. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. 10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Bailey now to kick this one away. So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now White. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll look to throw. Right side complete to Butler. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play. And Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that. Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They're going to try and run for it. And he is in. The call works, and they have won the football game. A great...
I come here today to talk about how I feel, and I feel